Okay, you're given three pieces of information about an ellipse and asked to come up with this equation. So here's what the equation looks like. And the reason that we have A under the Y is because it turns out the major axis is vertical. Here's the center at 4, 0. One of the foci is at 4, 4. The foci lie again on the transverse axis. So the transverse axis is there. And C is the distance from the center to one of the foci. So this distance right here is C, or 4. And the fact that the width is 18, that width means the total length of the conjugate axis, which is the one through the center that's perpendicular to the transverse axis. So that means B is 9, half of 18. And B is the distance from the center out to one of the vertices along the conjugate axis. So I can count out here 9 spaces and see that this is going to be 13, 0. And if I went this way 9 units, I think I'd end up at -5, 0. Okay, so what do we have so far? The center's at HK, which is at 4, 0. So H is 4, K is 0. So we've got X minus 4, the quantity squared. B is 9. 81 is B squared, plus Y minus 0, or just Y squared, over, well, we need to figure out what A squared is. And for that, we use this equation right here, where C is the distance from the center to a focus, A is the distance from the center to one of the major vertices up here somewhere and down here somewhere, minus the distance from the center to one of the conjugate vertices. So let's substitute what we know. C is 4, so 16 is equal to A squared, which we don't know, minus B squared is 81. So A squared equals 97. We'll take the positive square root if you just wanted to know A, but really we want A squared. So this is a 97 down here. So these two values, A and B, are so close together that the graph actually looks like a circle. If I share my screen, go to Desmos, there's the ellipse. Looks like a circle. And if I pick a point on the ellipse and join that point with segments connecting the two foci, those two distances add up to the same number no matter where the point on the ellipse is. And you can focus on the D and the 2A here. D is the sum of the distances of those two dashed red segments. It always stays the same. 2 radical 97, actually. There you go. Hope that helped. If you have any comments or questions, post a comment.